Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hey, this is Jake from Penticton, BC, and you're listening to The Sauce with Rooster, Ryder, and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Fairfax, Virginia, and I'm on The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hi, I'm from Newfoundland, and I'm on The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Well, hello, and welcome back to the Sports Interaction Studio. I guess that's just us that's here, but you're here with us, so we're all here.
Yeah, there's lots of people here at the office. We got Big Mike in the house. We've got Rooster. We've got Rick. There's a lot of action behind the scenes.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. It's a short week for us because we're kind of busy near the end of this week.
Mm-hmm.
Family, friends coming in from out of town to celebrate.
The big day.
The Elks playing on Thursday night.
That's what we're talking about, yeah. The big day. 3-1 going into this game against Ottawa. They are 0-4.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Elks need to get her done.
They're going to be trying to. And I want to see another backflip from Luther.
Mm-hmm. You just love that.
I love it. If he does one more, I'm getting a jersey.
If he does one at the game,
yeah,
go and buy one immediately
after.
Yeah. Big shout out to Olive Garden, presenting partner of the show.
Yeah, if you've been watching some soccer games, it's all about bringing people together, and that's exactly what Olive Garden has been doing for generations. So visit Olive Garden and experience why generations of guests just keep coming back. Visit olivegarden.ca and discover why when you're here, your family. You were watching all of the soccer games this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell us what that did to your soul. Did it crush it? Was it exciting?
Great. Yesterday's game, England versus Mexico in Mexico, and just that rowdy stadium was tremendous. 3-1 at one point with 60 minutes gone on the clock, so still like 30-plus minutes of playtime. And the announcer, when it gets to 3-1, goes, "Oh, well, that's about it for Mexico. Wrap it up." I guess they'll be thinking ahead at the 2030 World Cup now.
That person had to use the potty.
No, but like there was still 40 minutes left.
It's like when Reese has to go to the bathroom and we're just rambling at the end of our show and he's pacing back and forth.
It's just strange to me because in other sports, it seems like the announcers do their best, even if it's completely out of hand, to say things that make you keep watching.
Right.
Whereas soccer announcers seem to want you to shut off the TV. Like they make it sound like a 3-1 lead has never been something that a team has fought back from.
Yeah, doing this shift is an inconvenience for them. They have places to be.
Yeah, well, they've got to be there anyway. So no, can we move on from that take? Because that take makes no goddamn sense.
Well, what's your take? Your take is that
my take is that these announcers make it seem like there's no chance that the other team can come back, even if it's only a 2-goal deficit, which is ridiculous. Like we've seen it happen in this World Cup where a team has come back with 5 minutes left.
And is that rare, though? Like, is this kind of the first time you've been watching World Cup where you're like, oh, they actually still have a chance?
I mean, not when there's 40 minutes left. 40?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of time to come back from a 2-goal deficit. You get one quick, which Mexico did, and then they just had pressure on the rest of the game. That game very easily could have went to 3-3. But the announcers make you want to shut off the TV. That about does it. Thanks for being here. Mexico looking forward to the 2030 World Cup, I'm sure.
I mean, they weren't wrong, though.
I get it, but they were almost wrong, and it just doesn't make sense that they wouldn't want people to stick around to watch.
Maybe it's rigged.
Well, I guess that's a better explanation than that other one you were on about.
Get over it. I am annoying, though. Smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. To those of you, what are we breadstick tapping?
Oh, that you said you're annoying.
Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you spending your weekdays with us. We're here every weekday between 9 and 11 a.m. Mountain. But when's our last shift this week?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. And then when are we back?
The following Monday.
Which is July 19th, 17th?
20th?
I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
We'll be back when we're back.
So we're taking 7 work days off. Because we're crazy. Sorry about that. You'll probably want to be a part of the glow to see Lisa have completed the final mission of locking me down. I know she's going to be vibing when we get back still, though. Unless we get in a nasty argument on our little mini honeymoon.
I'm trying to look really haggard all week, so when I'm in my dress, you guys are like, whoa, Swan.
Well, you're not off to a good start if that's your goal. Yeah, killing it.
Let's check in with the Saucy Posse in the YouTube chat. Make sure you are hitting that like button. We got Jana checking in from Winnipeg. We've got Doug who checked in. Norm, Saucy Miss Mackie. Who else is in here? Laying on the sauce, tuning in from British Columbia. I'm sure it's stunning weather where you're tuned in from. Turdferg76 has checked in on a Monday morning. We've got Sarah in the chat. Let's keep scrolling here. Who else is checking in? We got Justin. Thanks, everyone, for being here. M. Fox. Chocolate Dog. I love that name. Welcome to the show, Katie. Liz Lemon says, good morning, in all caps. Indiana Joe. We got Brett Holden in the chat. Seb Weed. Mike. Sergeant Battle. And now I'm out of breath.
Chris says, nice Trapper's hat, Ryder. Thank you, Chris.
That's a good throwback.
This is, I wish we still had a AAA ball team. Like, I love that the Riverhawks have been able to really build up the fan base, and they put on a great show. But actually having MLB players come through, like Jose Canseco hit a home run in that very stadium back in the day. That's so badass.
Does it stink?
This hat? I don't think so. No. I don't have, like, hair to make it
Stinky.
greasy and stinky.
Yeah.
Like Reese does.
No, that's a good find. Let's check in with Reese. Reese, how are you? How was your July 4th weekend camping with Jess? Did you guys make it out alive? Did you see a bear?
Made out alive, no bears. We were in bear country, though. There's signs all over the place.
Whoa.
Do they give you any little tips with the signs that are all over the place, or if it's just watch your ass?
Yeah, it's just kind of like get out of the way if one's around, or don't leave your food out.
Don't leave your
Which is definitely
s'mores
fair.
kits out.
That's fair.
Bears love s'mores.
There was actually a lot of mice, and so we had like a bunch of food in
Ew.
these like big tubbies, like plastic tubbies, and then woke up yesterday morning and there was a mouse that had like chewed away at the plastic tub. Crazy.
Hungry mouse.
It's
Hungry
disgusting.
Mouse. He didn't get in though, thank God, but
I hate mice.
crazy.
The other day I was leaving the house and I saw a huge spider in the entrance. They love shoes. They're fashionistas. Spiders are so gay. And I couldn't get it. I was trying to hit it with a shoe and I missed it and it crawled back into the front closet with all the jackets. So
It's in there somewhere.
I hate when that happens.
Think of how much a spider's budget would be for shoes.
It'd be expensive.
Oh my God, 8 shoes?
Jesus. Do they all have to match?
I hope they're putting that on their credit card.
Imagine getting 4 pairs of the same shoes. That sounds like something my dad would do. Just, I like these ones.
Yep.
These will be the ones I wear forever.
That's what I do with my black leggings off Amazon. I have the pair that I like And I stick with it, and as soon as they get a hole, I throw them out and I pull out the other pair.
Is there anything else that's like that? When you like find something you really like, you just... I think underwear for a lot of dudes is like that. If you find a pair that you're like, oh, these are my favorite now, you'll try to just replace all of your old ones with those when you get a chance.
Yeah. We are creatures of habit.
Uh-huh. Golf brands, I feel people are pretty loyal to.
It's because you got to match them, right?
Well,
like, if you're spending that much on a shirt, you got to get the hat, you got to get the shoes.
Or even the clubs. Like, I know guys that are just full-on Callaway bros. Which, come on.
Grow up.
Grow
what year
up.
is it? Wait, what's cool now?
Ping, TaylorMade, Titleist. That's what I'd say are the top 3 for clubs. What do you rock for clubs, Reese?
I've got whatever my grandpa left me,
Okay.
and slowly turning it into more TaylorMade though.
Okay. You're right-handed, correct?
Left.
Oh.
Am I left-handed? No.
No.
I swing right, but I write with my left hand. I'm ambidextrous, some would say.
Or just can't figure out which one you're supposed to swing.
Whatever.
I gave Reese my old golf bag.
And it's worked awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fits all the stuff good?
Ah, perfect.
How heavy is it? Because I feel like you would add a lot of weight to the bottom of it as a joke.
I should have. I did that to a buddy once. I put a 5-pound weight in the bottom of his golf bag, so he just struggled lifting it for the next 2 years. Until he's like, why the hell is there a 5-pound weight in my golf bag?
And it's funny because I was like, I should go through all these zippers just to make sure like Ryder didn't forget something. And then as I was doing it, I was like, oh, didn't he tell that story the one time that he left a bunch of weights in somebody's bag? But yeah, bags worked awesome.
Sweet.
So much more room.
Were there any little treats in there? You never know with a golf
A
bag.
couple tees.
Okay.
Yeah. And then nothing else that I've found so far, but there's a lot of different compartments on that thing. There
No
could be
illegals
something-
in there, hey?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
That I'm willing to disclose.
Like what?
A fat illegal joint that I would have rolled off of an illegal dealer before it was legal.
That thing would be dry.
Yeah.
Someone said, drop the Amazon legging link. I can do that after the show. I'll put it on the Ryder and Lisa story. These are the best. They're high up. They're a perfect fit. They last forever. I love them. I buy them in bulk. Doug Murr in the chat said, the S in LGBTQS is for spiders.
Okay.
Love that. I just remembered I didn't cancel a doctor's appointment, and it's at 11:15 a.m. They charge you if you don't show up. What do I do?
I think you could take a minute right now and call.
Or do I just bite it and pay the $50?
Oof. I don't know.
What do you do, Reese? What do I do?
You're more than welcome to take a couple minutes.
Is it too late? Are they going to be like, you can't call 2 hours?
Yes,
before
I bet you
9,
can.
10?
I bet it's within 2 hours. That might be the
That's
cancellation
exactly
time.
right now.
I know.
Okay, I'll call live on the sauce.
No, you can't call live. Then people will know what doctor you go to.
So?
And they'll get creepy about it. They'll go in and ask for the white paper that you were sitting on.
Ew, I went and got a wax last week, and that white paper disintegrated.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think people get a little nervous too, right?
Oh, you're sweating so much.
When you lay on one of those things and they're about to lose their finger.
What's my doctor's
And you're like,
office?
oh, God, here it comes. Woohoo! And then you, sweated through the papes. We're doing this, eh?
Yeah, I'm just going to cancel my appointment. Ask Reese. Apparently they went paintballing this weekend. Break that down for us. Also, take me off the screen. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, well, why don't you just step outside the room and then Reese and I will actually let this thing fly.
Paintballing. Why don't you have bruises?
Yeah, I went paintballing this weekend. It was super fun. Survived. The last time I would have went paintballing was when it was just like the oil balls, pretty much. So
Okay.
they break way easier and they don't hurt as much. So I got after it a little bit. It was super fun. This paintball place, they would let you bring like some pops in, not like crush or anything like that, but like pops.
Got it.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
It was super fun. We stayed there for like 5 hours pretty much, and it was a blast. There was like another group of groomsmen that were getting after it.
Yeah.
Everybody was like just having a good time. They took it a little bit more intense than us. So once we like went up against them, it was a 9-on-6, and we had the 9. They were pretty good.
Did they beat you?
Veterans, yeah.
They beat you.
This
6
was not their
versus
first
9.
time. I think some of them took it pretty seriously, like the way that they were talking before. But yeah, you feel it now. Like I hadn't gone since I used the oil ones, and oh my gosh,
They hurt, eh?
Yeah, they don't break all the time.
That I think ups the intensity of paintball, though, is when it does hurt, you
Definitely.
really don't want to get shot. So
Yeah.
then it's not just like strategy, and you actually are like fending for your safety.
I was like, there was one time where I was running somewhere, and then all of a sudden I fell, and I was like sideways on the ground, and I don't know if there's been a time in my life where I was more scared, where I was like,
Really?
I could get lit up right now. Thank God I was quick, but
I would never go paintballing. I think that is the worst way to spend an afternoon.
Why? It's fun.
Living in fear.
Yeah, you're
Your
running
loved
around.
ones are just like airing their grievances through these hard plastic balls.
Yeah, and like Reese said, if they don't break, they hurt way worse.
yeah.
If they break, there's some give in them. But if you like look down and you see it had fallen right beside where it hit you, you know you got a welt.
It's paintballing for me and laser tag. I don't know if there's ever been a time where I went to laser tag and didn't run into a mirror thinking it's another person. Why did they put mirrors up? That's just rude. Like I've almost broken my nose every single time.
Running in the walls.
And then you run straight and it's dark in there, and then all of a sudden there's a ramp.
Yeah.
Goodbye, ankles.
Not places you wouldn't expect to get injured. There's a story that's circulating online.
Should I write that down for a future 3 stars of anything?
Sure.
What was it?
Things to avoid as adults because you will injure yourself, maybe could be the 3 stars of anything. But there was a situation after the Mexico and England soccer game where one of the players was quite active, even though he didn't step on the field to play at all. Henderson is his name. He got a yellow card while sitting on the bench or standing by the bench yelling at the refs. Very rare that you see a player who's not playing get a card. So he was in the game, kind of.
What did he do to get a yellow card?
He was just screaming at the refs. And he took it a little too far. They carded him. So that was a rarity. And then the guy breaks his arm. And again, he didn't play.
No.
This was after when the team was like singing Wonderwall to the
Okay, that was a
fans.
cool moment.
Super cool moment.
Very cool.
And then the players came and jumped back over the advertising boards. So it's an Adidas advertising board. They had like one of the digital ones, and the buddy in front of him does one of those cool moves where you put 2 hands on like a fence or whatever, and you jump with your legs on the outside.
Parkour.
Yeah, like it's an easy way to jump a fence, but in my opinion, it's always looked cool. And when your buddy jumps the fence like that, you can't all of a sudden be the guy that's like climbing
Goes around it.
or goes around
I'm
it.
that person.
So this guy Henderson tried to do the same thing, and it didn't work. I think we have the video of it, Reese.
Oh no.
You
I don't
got
want to
that?
watch. Do we see his arm break?
Yeah.
I'll be half watching. This is a warning to those of you that get queasy easily.
Yeah. It's not good. The poor guy, just trying to look cool like his buddy and jump a fence. And that's one of the biggest friendship flexes ever, is if you're really good at jumping fences, like you are the alpha male in your crew.
Yeah, we played disc beer. What's that game in the yard where you have a disc and then the beer's on a stick?
Beersby.
Yeah.
Beersby, and went over the fence, and one of our buddies was just like, I got it. And he just kind of did a backflip over this tall fence like it was nothing and like
Alpha.
soft landed it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That guy got to decide what game you were playing that day. I bet he was the one that was like,
Just
we're playing
naturally-
Beersby, and everybody's like, yep.
Doug, if you're watching this, that's Ian. Do you remember that? That was crazy.
Ian called the shots, man. So let's check this out. You'll see the first player jump the advertising board, no problem, and then poor Henderson didn't do well.
I don't know if I can watch this.
See, look at that cool
That's
hop,
cool.
right?
Long legs too, right?
And then I'm going to do it like that. but
When
with-
does his arm break?
With 2 hands. Yoink.
When did his arm break? I wasn't watching.
When he tried to catch himself with his left hand, I think it snapped like just in his forearm area.
Brett Holden in the chat. Jordan Henderson is a true English hero. 0 minutes played, 1 yellow card, stretched off with oxygen with a broken arm.
Do you want to start that one more time for people that missed it?
This video is really long.
Yeah. We don't need to watch it all. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
There's cool hop.
Easy peasy.
Yoink. Whoops. And then
No.
crack break.
I'm not watching that.
God, you gotta feel stupid, eh? Like, you're the guy that did that forever.
I mean, also kind of awesome, like what Brett said.
No, I'd put it right up there with, like, piss in the bed as an adult. That's
Which
like,
happens, by the way, and there's no shame, Reese. Kidding.
Okay.
I don't know if he's pissed about
But yeah, I think there are a few things when you have to parallel park and you're with a crew and you do it so poorly, you have to pull out and start again.
Or you leave and find a parking spot further
yeah,
away.
that would be up there on the list of things you don't want people to see. Trying to jump over something that wasn't very high. And you could see his one hand just slipped when he went. But then how don't you just roll it out? Why are you trying to catch yourself from that far back?
I like to respect people that embarrass themselves in public by looking away. I'm not someone that points and laughs like Ryder. I'm one of those people that I act like it didn't happen. Because if I were in their shoes, I wouldn't want people to be staring at me.
How many times do you think you've hurt yourself around the house, kicked the corner of something, ran into something, and I laugh immediately after?
100% of the time. He goes, ha ha, without even knowing yet if it's a serious injury or not.
There's been a couple times I haven't, and that's because I do think it's serious. If I can hear what you've kicked, or like if you're running down the stairs and I hear do.
Someone in the chat did ask, Lisa, why are you running in laser tag? Is it not a serious competition? We don't run?
Well, you just scared run. Whereas most people are strategic. They'll hide more.
I'm living in fear. We went to one of those virtual reality fight places downtown, and Ryder said he took his glasses off. Who was it that was just standing there with my sister? No.
Say that again. Sorry,
Remember we went to the virtual place and you said there was... Oh, Liz Lemon in the YouTube chat. She was just scared and like standing in the corner of a big green room. Because in reality, it's an empty room that you're in. You're just with the glasses on in this alternate universe.
Yeah, she did nothing.
She did nothing.
It showed the amount of kills and gunshots that you'd taken, or like kill attempts. And everybody was at like 600 shots fired, 45 kills. Next person, 900 shots fired, 77 kills. Liz.
0.
1 shot taken, 0 kills.
She just hid behind a fake rock the entire time.
Yeah, she shot the gun once and realized that wasn't for her.
Norm said, next time someone does something embarrassing, Lisa, go full Sophie and just point relentlessly. I could never. That is a Ryder move. That's why he's obsessed with Sophie Cunningham. Because he's like, that's my kind of woman.
I'm going to start doing that to you the next time you wipe out.
No. Actually, I'd prefer that over the ha-ha. Drives me crazy.
Well, may I? Can I bring something up?
Is this a complaint? Because we can get into complaint corner. Mine's also kind of what we're talking about right now, so it actually fits. Complaint corner brought to you by Just Bite Me Meals. We just got a new fresh order, including some overnight chia seed, oat, banana, chocolate things. They work. Fiber is so important, and I have been very regular. Thanks to Just Bite Me Meals.
I'm sure that's what they want for their ad. Their ad read, your BM schedule.
Fiber is just as important as protein, if not more important. Clear it out. JustBuyMeMeals.com. Use sauce20 to save 20% off of your first order. They have a new location coming in Sherwood Park, which is very exciting.
Use Lisa's Taking Dumps as the promo
Lisa's
code.
HealthyDumps.com is also...
Jesus, Mary.
Whatever.
Okay, so I guess this complaint corner is... pertaining to what we were talking about. And it is that you cry wolf more than anybody I've ever met. Your immediate reaction, even if you're not hurt, is assuming that you've broke your femur.
So my mom took me ice skating, and I had just learned how to absolutely rip out there. Like, I looked like Connor McDavid back in the 90s, but we were at a rink that didn't have boards, and I didn't know how to stop. And my sister hit a puck, and I went after it, but I didn't know how to stop. So I landed my entire body weight on my own wrist, broke it in like 3 places, but my mom didn't believe me because I was the boy who cried wolf. And I cried the whole way home. She made me lift up a cup of tea, hot tea, a full cup, to prove that it wasn't broken.
And it was.
2 a.m, my mom turns to my dad and goes, "Do you think I should actually take her to the ER?" I was still crying in my room. Broken. 3 places. Had to have a cast on.
See, and a lot of people will be like, wow, Lisa's mom is awful for that story.
Yeah, but I'd be like, my heart's pounding. Something's wrong with me. So my parents never believed anything.
Well, I can actually relate with your mom in this story, because if that happened again now as your fiance, I would assume that you were fine. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. But it is because you'll stub your toe and be like, I think I need to go to the ER.
Hypochondriac vibes.
Uh-huh. And then like 6 minutes later, you have forgotten that you hurt yourself.
If I ever got kidnapped, that criminal would toss me out of the car within 10 minutes of having me in the trunk, because I'd be so annoying. I'd be like, I can't breathe back here.
Yeah.
I think there's a mosquito in the trunk.
You got 7 seconds before that light goes orange. Better speed up.
We need to actually go back to my house and get my Candesartan blood pressure medication. I don't know if I can go 24 hours without it. And they'd be like, get out.
Oh, is that a Wendy's?
I love their French toast sticks. We should stop.
Can you turn it down a little bit?
It's too loud. I have a migraine. Okay, my complaint is kind of on the same page. Why is it that when you have an important event coming up, you are all of a sudden so clumsy? I almost broke my ankle this morning walking in the living room because there was a dog bone. Mm-hmm. And I was on my phone. What if I had to cast up my leg in a wedding dress? Ew.
Yeah, you didn't almost break your...
I did. It felt like it was swelling.
And I laughed.
Reese, do you have a complaint on a Monday morning? You can get it off your chest, and then we'll just stick with positive vibes for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it before the show.
Okay.
But I was just on Instagram the other day, and it was like just something super random, like Connor McDavid signing in downtown Edmonton or something like that. And one of the comments in there is like, yeah, just wait till they turn it into a 15-minute city. It's like, what is the big deal with a 15-minute city? Why is everybody so scared of it? And like, I understand the idea of like, you get smaller, it's easier to control or whatever. And I understand living like with some sort of like unsureness of like your government and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's not that big of a deal in some sorts like situations, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you're near St. Albert. That's a bubble. No one leaves it anyway.
totally. And I mean, like, what's the worst thing that happens? You have to ride your bike around?
So I feel like the idea of the 15-minute city has people scared because they think that the government will monitor to make sure you stay within that 15-minute city, which
It's not
I've
gonna
never
happen.
heard that that's the case.
So you wouldn't be allowed to leave it? What if I want to go to Southgate? It only it has the store I need.
Yeah.
It's got an espresso.
Yeah, so the
So that's
idea
not gonna
is that
happen.
everything that is an essential service for people is within a 15-minute brisk walk. So that means there would be a pharmacy, a medical clinic, a dentist, a grocery store,
That's great.
a fitness center, everything you need so that we aren't so reliant on vehicles to get everywhere.
Yeah,
There are a
less
lot of-
gas.
There are a lot of things that make sense with it. I think it is a conspiracy and
It's been blown out of proportion.
a passionate take
Great,
that we do not want
complaint.
the government monitoring what 15-minute city we're in, where we're at all times. Couldn't agree more that is not something that is important.
Okay, so Brett in all caps. That's literally the idea of a neighborhood. What are we talking about? What do you want to go to Londonderry for your effing groceries? What are you complaining about? Oh no, my doctor's now only 6 minutes away. What a shame. Read a book. So adding on to Reese's complaint.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks, Brett.
It does get pretty heated. There was a guy on my last rec hockey team who
Conspiracy
got
theorist.
into it, and I thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
And then I realized about a minute and a half in that he was dead serious, and he went for it.
It's kind of like what Brett was saying. Like, it just seems like the concept of what you'd want. Like, if there was a doctor's office that opened up by my house, I'd be like, okay, that's awesome.
Right.
Our dentist
and
is
if
a
there was
2-minute
room
drive.
for everybody in that 15-minute circle to be able to get time with that doctor, bravo.
Perfect.
Maybe that's what we need to look at first before 15-minute cities is availabilities for family doctors.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new doctor because mine retired. My doctor doesn't like me, doesn't want anybody there.
Oh, they come into that room and they don't even look at you.
Can't wait for you to get out.
And they
my last
sign
doctor,
a sheet and they're out of there.
my last doctor was awesome.
So why are we waiting so long to see them? What is going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, like our dentist is a 2-minute drive. It's the best. It used to
is.
be like a 20-minute drive for me. So it was a whole ordeal. You got to leave 45 minutes before your appointment. Now I'm like, oh, teeth cleaning in 5 minutes.
Well, and if they gas you up or something, if you have a big operation, you can walk home after.
Yeah,
if you can't
stumble
drive.
home.
Exactly. Anyway, that's a hell of a complaint, Reese. If that one ends up living online for a long time, I would imagine the comment section gets buck wild. All we need is one person who's super anti 15-minute city to see this, and they'll send it to their group chat.
Perfect.
And we're screwed.
Oh, we didn't want the engagement?
I'll take the engagement, but I have another complaint.
What? You're doubling up?
Yeah.
Is it about me again?
No, never again. Probably again.
Probably
but
again.
Never real serious. I would like to vent about as you get older, it seems like it's harder and harder to get together with people. And I get that you're busy with your kids, and so am I, and way she goes. But you actually have to plan things now, and it was never that way before. There was just always a buddy that was free on a Saturday night, and if you texted them, they'd be like, yeah, I'll come over. Mm-hmm. And all of a
you
sudden,
text them like late, like after 5 p.m.
Sure, 7 p.m. Hey, I should get the backyard fire going. You want to come over? And I feel like now you need to have great neighbors in order to have that kind of relationship.
I don't want to be too close with my neighbors.
Why?
You know those neighborhoods where they're all like hanging out on a driveway with their chairs? And
Yeah.
I don't want that life.
Okay.
It's too much pressure to hang out. What if I would just want to lay on the couch and watch the new show I'm really into, which is going to be my recommend something, stick around.
But without that, you reach out late and no, it's already done. Like,
yeah.
As you get older, it's harder to get together unless you have a plan. And I like living without a plan.
Oh, my friends hate that I'm like, hey, we're going for drinks. Meet us there in 20 minutes. And they're like, I can't just drop everything. I have toddlers.
Yeah. I miss being Reese's age.
Yeah. Soak it up.
Yeah.
Pre your friends having kids and the fact that you can just get together with your buddies, it's not going to last.
On like a Tuesday night, all of a sudden you'll be playing poker and have a group of 8 guys that are just deadly.
We'll be reaching out to Reese on a weeknight in our work group chat. And he's like, sorry, guys, I was with my buddies. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. That sounds so nice.
What are those?
What's that like?
So that is my other complaint that I actually had written down here. As you get older, it seems like you have to plan things to get together with people. Anybody agree?
Yeah. We even tried to get someone to come with us to the Stingers game yesterday, and everyone like, why are you asking me the day of the Stingers game?
Yeah. If you would have asked me last week, then I would have been able to slot some time for you. Well, that's not how I want to have my friendships.
Too bad.
Slot and time.
Deadpool in the chat said, is it Worst Neighbor Ever on Netflix, Lisa? That is not my show recommendation, but you've been crushing each episode of that. How are you liking Worst Neighbor Ever on Netflix?
I think I only watched 2 episodes. It looks like I watched more because I shut the TV off, but Netflix kept going.
Mm-hmm.
You ever deal with that? And then you're like, how many episodes of this did I watch?
Where am I? Okay, before you get into that, let's get into Recommend Something. This is a segment where we recommend something.
And it is a presentation of Southview Acura, family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. Great people, great vehicles, great showroom. Honestly, go and test drive an 80X. That is like the first move when you're going from a car person to an SUV person. I would highly recommend the 80X. If you want a little more under the hood, the RDX. If you want to go full pizzazz, the MDX also available. Their lineup of vehicles is incredible right now. Go and get yourself in an Acura and make sure you start your shopping at Southview Acura.
So how is Worst Neighbor Ever? Someone in the chat said the explosion episode was intense.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Some guy like blew up a house in a neighborhood and then it
and
affected
girl.
multiple homes.
Oh, it killed the neighbors.
Okay, spoiler.
Well, that's just one of the episodes. I do like these series that have a similar theme, but every episode's totally different. So there was Worst Ex Ever that was the same concept.
Yeah.
Every episode just zones in on a guy who is a total piece of shit. And you just watch one and then you can shut it off.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's not like, oh God, I wonder what happens in the next episode.
$1 Million Nannies. I swear it's so good, says Lindsay. I saw that and I almost clicked on it.
It's good, hey?
I don't know. What's it on? We have all of the platforms, so I can't even remember. You got to add where you can watch these shows.
I feel like it
That's
was on
a rule.
Amazon Prime.
Jess says, I thought I Will Find You on Netflix was so good. Had you thinking every episode it was someone different who did it. Okay, my show recommendation. If you're a big fan of Mindy Kaling, a.k.a. the woman who wrote the most episodes of The Office out of any of the writers, FYI. If you're a big fan of The Mindy Project, such a good show. But also if you're a big fan of Almost Friday. Reese, you're a big fan of Almost Friday. Can you break down what that is for people who have never heard of it?
It's just they basically got a bunch of like the funniest content creators like in a youthful age group and then put them all into a place and they all just make a bunch of funny skits and do podcasts, and it's a cool concept.
It's the best.
Very cool concept.
So one of the guys is one of the lead actors in Mindy Kaling's new show. It's called Not Suitable for Work. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu. It's so good. I'm very impressed. Yeah, okay, it's like teenager humor, but it's also, you can tell it's Mindy Kaling that wrote these hilarious Gen Z jokes. It's so good. So I'm on like episode 3 or 4.
When I saw that you had written in the prep sheet, recommend something not suitable for work, I was pretty excited. I was like,
Something
damn,
R-rated.
she's got a nasty story to tell.
Okay, so I couldn't fall asleep last night, and you know how there's some ASMR podcasts you can listen to that are just like really relaxing voices to fall asleep? There's like a sexy one. It's called like Steamy ASMR or something, and I was like, kind of curious. I didn't click it, but I might in the future.
I was reading a Reddit thread once on how to stay awake when driving, when you're like starting to do the...
Yeah.
Because I am real bad for that. I like when I start, I have to scream at myself while I'm driving. Like long drives for me are bad news.
Well, that's why I can't listen to Bag Milk's podcast when I'm driving, because his voice to me is very relaxing, and I find myself like...
Yeah.
It's not that I'm bored of the podcast, it's that his voice is so relaxing.
So sunflower seeds, without question, the best tip that I can give. If you are like me and have a rough time staying awake while driving, sunflower seeds, elite. The other one I read about was like listening to nasty podcasts.
They're out there.
Like
I didn't realize there was such a huge demand for this.
Apparently it gets the blood flowing.
Okay, but don't be like doing things like what truck drivers do on the highways. We all know.
What, you think all truck drivers are
Not all of them.
running a gear shift?
I've heard it. Hearsay. Rumors.
The truck drivers would know better because they can see into your car so good. So if you're doing it, just watch out for trucks.
Semis.
Don't pass a semi while whacking.
Don't do the latter.
Yeah, don't do the latter. Anyway, I never gave it a go, but if you are on a long drive and you're really tired, hopefully you're like with your partner or by yourself.
Steamy audiobooks.
Don't be doing this with like the family. That doesn't work.
I was listening to the audiobook of Verity, which has been turned into a movie that's coming out soon with Anne Hathaway. Very excited about that. But it is very raunchy. And I was leaving the house and I thought I had my headphones plugged in, but they weren't. So my iPhone was blasting my audiobook as I walked out the door, and the neighbors were walking by on their usual delightful evening stroll.
Yeah.
And the amount of joke or lines about like S-ing D, it's brought up so many times in Verity. I don't know what this author is like obsessed with oral. And it was blasting as I walked by, and I'm just like,
Oh
Hi.
no! And you didn't know it was
no. They think I'm a pervert. I'm the pervert neighbor.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any neighbor friends.
That's why we're going to be on that next episode of Worst Neighbor Ever.
All the neighbors' wives are like, "Nah, you ain't going anywhere near that house."
Yeah, that girl's obsessed with
That girl is
cunnilingus or whatever
nasty.
it's called. What do people call it?
I have had in my old house. I had speakers on the deck that were hooked up through like to the TV, and like everything was hooked up, so you could play music off of the satellite dish. And satellite dish, God, I sound old. And then go sit on the deck and have a beer and listen to music. So that's what it was intended to do. But I didn't realize it the one time, and I was watching the newest Trailer Park Boys movie at the time.
Which record-breaking F-bombs.
Record-breaking F-bombs. And then I came outside at one point or went to like lock up, and it was blasting throughout the neighborhood. I bet at least 100 people heard.
Do an impression of Bubbles.
No, he's not even the one that swears. It's like he swears a little bit, but...
Who swears the most in the show? Ricky?
I'd say Ricky, yeah, probably. Ricky gets his swears in. Mr. Leahy. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even swear that much. When he's drunk, he does. And he's drunk a lot in the show. Anyway.
Ricky.
It was super embarrassing. And
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to that neighborhood in Rutherford.
I would like to apologize to the sweet old couple on the corner of our cul-de-sac. I am not a pervert. It's the book, and I didn't like it. I finished that audiobook and I went, okay. But I will still be going to the movie, because are you going to be a real adaptation? Because if so, Anne Hathaway, you dirty girl.
Let's keep rocking through Recommend Something. I've got a suggestion for you. If you don't want to worry about breaking your phone, just break your phone. So I have like the most cracked screen on the planet right now. It's all broken down here. It's broken there. There's one right across that you can kind of see. Anyway, now I don't care. Like, no biggie.
That's like when I get my interior cleaned in the
Yeah.
vehicle, and I'm like, no eating in here, no smoking, no vaping, no dogs allowed. And then I stop for gas and I go in and I get a bag of corn nuts, and one single corn nut falls between my seat and the middle console. And then I'm like, screw it, let's get McDonald's. Let's get a foot long and eat it while driving and have mustard just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
once
same thing.
Once you break your phone screen a little bit, then all of a sudden you just have one less thing to worry about, which is breaking your phone screen. It's already done. Rip the Band-Aid off.
I like it.
Crack your screen. It's living. It's
What-
true living.
Some other recommendations. Let's all go to the Elks game on Thursday. The weather this week is
Yeah.
supposed to be so good. So let's get into what's happening in and around Edmonton next, which is a presentation of River Cree Resort and Casino, your home for great performance. Rock legend, the voice of Van Halen, is going to be there this Friday, actually, at the venue. David Lee Roth hits the River Cree Resort and Casino on Friday night. You could still grab some tickets, but they are limited. rivercreeresort.com.
Devastating Dave. Oh, wait. It's Diamond Dave. Devastating Dave not performing at the River Cree.
All right, let's look at the 7-day forecast. Today, 24 degrees, mainly sunny. Tomorrow, 28, mainly sunny. Clear skies both nights. Wednesday, high of 26, nothing but sunshine. Clear at night. Thursday, a little bit cloudy. some overcast, which I kind of like for an Elks game, but no rain expected. Friday, 23 degrees and sunshine, cloudy periods at night. Saturday, 24 degrees, a mix of sun and cloud. 0 rain in the forecast for the next 7 days.
Does this mean we got to start watering the lawn?
Now you're choosing to be frugal about your water bill?
Yeah.
You've had such a break.
I know. It's been so nice. Now we're going to have to... Because I got people coming over this weekend.
I know. All my planters are dead. I'm like, thanks, hailstorms.
That is a significantly better forecast than we've seen at any point, though. So make sure you enjoy it. Another bonus. This fake tan I have, so I look good in my suit, is going to look like
fake tan.
Well, I went to the tanning bed twice.
That's still a real tan.
So it's going to look legit, though. If it's really sunny going into our wedding, people will just be like, wow, that guy must have spent a lot of time outside this week.
Well, I'm getting a spray tan on Wednesday evening, which I think is perfect. Thursday, Friday, and then third day should be golden. But I was so worried because we had tickets to the Elks game Thursday night. I'm like, if it rains, I'm going to look like a giraffe.
Yeah.
All spotty. So feeling really good about the forecast. Whoever paid the Etsy witch for good weather this week.
The street performers must be pumped. We got that in the chat here that said, isn't it the street performers festival this week? Sure is.
I was reading over at OilersNation.com. There was a learn more about Liam article. Did you know he can juggle?
Really?
Let's hire him for the wedding.
Mm-hmm. The only person I knew who could juggle really well also suffered from Tourette's.
Okay.
And man, would they get mad when they dropped it.
Oh, I bet.
So it was, you were watching and you're just like hoping that they don't drop one, because if they do, it was rampage mode. It was wild.
More F-bombs than Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Truly.
All right, so amazing weather expected all week. What's happening in and around Edmonton? Well, more than 106,000 Albertans applied for the province's $100 affordability payment in just over 24 hours. Despite some website glitches at the launch, so the rebate is available to adults with a household income of $225,000 or less, and applications are online only until September 30th. So you do have time, and if you're eligible, the money should be put into your bank account within 2 weeks of applying. So Albertans who receive provincial seniors benefits or certain other income supports will get the payment automatically. If you need help applying, you can call the province's support line or visit an Alberta Support Center or your local library.
$100.
What are you spending it on as soon as it's deposited into the account?
Bills, water for my lawn.
But if you could spend it on anything you want,
what should you spend it on?
what would you go?
Elks tickets.
Perfect.
Night out at the Elks. You can get tickets. You can get beers. You can even get an Uber for $100. Try doing that with an Oilers game.
Can't.
Just saying. Edmonton International Street Performers Festival, like we said, shakes down until the 12th at Churchill Square. It fired up this weekend. And we got, what's the date today?
The 6th.
6th.
Oh, wow. I'm so blind. I thought my computer said 8.
So it looks like 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. up until the 11th, and then 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. on the final day, which is the 12th. There's an artist lineup. EdmontonStreetFest.com is where you can find more information.
Lots of things to do in and around the city. Edmontonians helped make the River Valley greener on Saturday as volunteers planted 500 native trees, shrubs, wildflowers around the creek. The event was organized by Trees for Life and the city's Root for Trees program, which supports Edmonton's goal of growing its urban tree canopy to 20% by 2070. Organizers say involving the community helps people feel more connected to and invested in caring for local green spaces.
Do you think there was some guy that planted some weed?
No.
Get a couple plants going? You don't think so?
Where do you even get them?
Well, you can buy them online.
Your Uncle Gary's basement. That's
exactly.
where.
I bet somebody did.
That's what that episode of Goosebumps was actually about. Don't go in the basement. Daddy's growing pot.
What else is shaking down in and around the city?
That's all I have.
That's all you got. That's it.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
What?
Well, that's not enough.
It's Monday.
The Calgary Stampede shaking down. It sounds like it's just so expensive this year.
Do you guys have FOMO when you see the footage of people there that are having so much fun? Or do you look at it and you go, wow, all of these people are going to have norovirus?
I don't think I've said that.
Or I think, I wonder what the outhouses look like. Those are my first two thoughts. What about you guys?
It runs until the 12th as well. Yeah, some of the events, you're like, God dang, it would take a long time to go to the bathroom there or get a drink. To me, I need to be able to go to the bathroom in a relatively short amount of time, and I need to be able to get a drink in a relatively short amount of time.
Yep.
That's kind of it for me.
What about, don't you want to like know who's performing in the tent?
Not as important.
Huh.
So I would rather go to one of the really quiet nights. You know what I mean? When they don't have a big act.
I'd go for a churro.
Yeah.
And then you eat it and then you're like, now I feel sick. That churro wasn't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the Stampede, I'm good.
It is
Personally.
a pretty good time, especially if you are young and single.
I think there were some Olympians that traded their skis and snow boots for some cowgirl, cowboy attire, and they were in maybe the parade. That's kind of cool to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wooint in the chat says, I have JOMO, joy of missing out. Justin said, I haven't had Stampede FOMO in 20 years. Brett said, I hate crowds that big. And Justin also said, I also get sick every time I'm near more than 3 people at a time. So got to take that vitamin C, my friend. The Edmonton Art Walk is happening this weekend. Thank you, Northside Norm, for informing people. That's happening on White Ave. I actually discovered a local artist during the Art Walk once, and I followed her on Instagram because of it. So there's some really cool people and artists here in the city that you can learn about and support by stopping by the Art Walk. And the weather's going to be stunning.
Mm-hmm.
So excited.
Did you hear about the L Art Tea?
No.
So it was a pop-up. I'm not sure if it shook down this past weekend, but all of the different LRT stops had local artists.
Oh, cool.
That were selling their stuff, and they called it the L Art Tea. I thought that was pretty awesome. Great name. You can sell me anything as long as the name's good.
Really?
Yeah. L Art Tea?
That's smart.
Super. I almost swore there. I was so pumped.
Wow. Guy loves local art.
No, I love just things that are named properly. Hell yeah.
Christina, I've had my share of Stampede. I'm good. So nobody is jealous of the Stampede so far from the Saucy Posse? None of you care?
Like the pub crawls and stuff are pretty awesome. When you load up on the bus, you get an opportunity to go to 6 different bars all throughout the day. It's sunny out.
Yeah,
There's Daisy Dukes in every direction. Like,
yeah, a lot of Ella Langley's, which you guys love.
in my 20s, it was like peak party zone.
And now you feel like, oh, that could be my daughter's age. Like, can't look. Don't look.
No, would
It's
be
true.
no 14-year-olds on the pub crawl.
I'm just saying, like, you never know how old people are these days. 16-year-olds look like 30-year-olds. 30-year-olds look like 18-year-olds.
I would hope a nightclub pub crawl, you know that it's all adults.
I
in
used
there.
a fake ID. I was in the clubs at 16. I used my sister's ID. Worked like a charm. I was at Ezzy's every Tuesday. Shouldn't have been there. Parents had no idea. I was doing cartwheels on the dance floor.
That's how you can tell that somebody isn't an adult. If they're doing cartwheels.
Yeah. Still able to do cartwheels. Don't ask me
Without
to do it
hurting
now.
themselves, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Then all of a sudden life catches up on you and you break your arm while trying to jump over a small sign.
Here's the thing about the Calgary Stampede. I don't want to have to decipher and figure out if you're from Calgary or not. You know?
What do you mean?
It's risky.
What? I have
A
no
Calgary,
idea what that means.
A Calgary Flames fan, I'm not wasting my time conversing. Would you?
You can still be friends with people that like the Flames.
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's easy. And then you get to make fun of them for liking the Flames. If the Flames were really good, I could see that you'd have a point. But it's fun to be around Flames fans right now.
Is it?
Yeah, we have a way better team than them.
I will say the Barn Burners love to talk about the Oilers on their show.
Well, exactly.
Shout out to the Barn Burners. They are a part of the Nation Network. Love the guys. But also, they chirp us, so every once in a while we can be like, don't be mean to us.
And their team sucks.
Their
that they
team
cheers
sucks.
For. They have nothing else to talk about but us. See? So that's why we have the power in this relationship. Alpha males.
Sarah in the chat said, I got a lemonade at the Stampede last year. It was $14. That's just a squeezed lemon.
We went to the Stingers game yesterday. They've got $5 beers.
And $3 hot dogs.
Now that's living.
Their popcorn bags are $2. Just saying.
Take $20 there. That's what you could do with your $100 too, if you want. You could take 5 people and all go and buy everybody's beer, hot dog, popcorn, and give them $8 each and change. If I did the math correctly there.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was good.
I think it was 10 I was looking for, now that I think about
That's fine. I stop listening as soon as anyone starts to do equations. All right. How about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce actually getting married this weekend at Madison Square Garden? Thoughts? Speaking of FOMO, I want to be a fly on the wall. Paul McCartney performed I Want to Hold Your Hand. It's the first time he's sang that song since the 60s.
I'm kind of done with the whole celebrity hype. Like, don't pretend everybody's got to sign NDAs. We want to keep this really low key. It's special. It's ours.
I thought that.
And then you get married in Madison Square Garden and have billboards.
It's because Elizabeth Taylor got married at MSG. And she's got her song Elizabeth. She's a big Elizabeth Taylor fan. So just like following the steps of one of her heroes. It's kind of cool, no?
Yeah, it's just, if you have an event at MSG, the public should get to see it.
No, I love it. I love that no helicopters can fly over it. So much security. What happened in there?
Everybody, please respect my privacy.
I genuinely thought those billboards outside were AI when it said just married, but it was like TNT. I was like, is this an ad for
Also,
TNT?
Yeah, not
What's going on?
Not a great sign.
I think it's because they
Travis
had
and Taylor.
TNT, yeah.
But just and married doesn't work. Like that is nowhere near as cool as LRT, which works.
Yeah. Adam Sandler officiated their wedding. Kind of cool.
Ed Sheeran, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, Emma Stone, Stephen Colbert, Conan O'Brien,
Zoe
Millie Bobby
Kravitz.
Brown, Ice Spice, Brad Pitt,
Jennifer Lopez.
and many, many more.
Miranda Lambert.
I'm sure it was very special and beautiful.
What do you think they talk about, though? Like,
Who?
are celebrities like us?
Oh,
Do they have
yeah.
normal lives? No.
Yeah, it just all feels really tacky.
Wayne Gretzky was there. Are you sure Wayne Gretzky was there, or was he somewhere else? I did see that he was dressed up going somewhere.
He was at one of the World Cup games.
Whatever.
I think he was at the Canada World Cup game. Actually, he was. That's
right.
where I saw him. I don't know. I thought I'd be kind of excited about this wedding, and for some reason I wasn't at all. Like, I remember thinking back at Brangelina or some of the other big couples that got married.
Yeah.
And there was like
There was a buzz about it.
there was a buzz about it.
Like Gretzky's wedding.
Yeah.
It was live streamed. That was so epic for Edmonton Oilers fans.
Yeah, they had, what, 30,000 people in the streets? Like, that to me is cool. This one was like, you're not allowed to be anywhere near us while we do this thing at this massive place.
Don't talk about our wedding, but also here's where we're going to be and here's who's coming and we're going to shut down the streets.
Yeah, I don't...
What else are they supposed
If somebody
to do?
could explain my feelings to me, that would be great. Because I don't really know how to pinpoint what I disliked about it.
Who do you think got the most drunk?
Now, there's a conversation I can get into. Ed Sheeran. It's always the Brits. They get at it.
I don't know if he drinks. He seems kind of
Ed
lame.
Sheeran drinks.
No, he doesn't. I bet he's been sober for 10 years. Googling, does Ed Sheeran drink on our work computers? The bosses are going to be like, what kind of show is the sauce? What's happening? Smash that like button. Thank you so much for
Yes.
being here.
He
does
drinks
drink?
alcohol, but his relationship with it has changed dramatically.
See?
While he previously struggled with binge drinking
See?
and would consume up to 10 pints a night, he cut back significantly before becoming a father and now practices moderation. See, those are the guys that go for it, though, when they get a chance.
I don't know.
No kid.
I guess no cameras allowed. Do whatever you want. Jason Kelsey, great guest, Christina. I could see the brother. of the groom taking his shirt off on the dance floor. Apparently they had late night karaoke. I don't want to be at a karaoke night with a bunch of people that actually know how to sing. Get the hell out of here. You're not allowed to have a turn. Mm-hmm. Give the mic to someone that can't sing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to hear about your really nice tattoo, but if you got a ridiculous one that's a little bit silly, doesn't make sense, or is nonsense.
Yeah.
Like our buddy
Dan Duval.
Who's got a tattoo of a giraffe and roller skates.
Just for fun. Doesn't even make sense.
That's the best. So karaoke's the same for me. I want to hear somebody who's putting themselves out there and not good at it.
Do you think Adam Sandler went up and sang a song from The Wedding Singer? Now that would be epic. But if Taylor Swift sang, get off the stage. You know?
Yeah, that kind of matches my vibe with this whole thing.
Ed Sheeran, you don't get a turn.
Imagine singing in front of Paul McCartney.
No.
Like, that is intimidating. It was a star-studded lineup.
It was. I had a little bit of FOMO, I'm not going to lie. I don't care if it's cringe. We were all still talking about it, whether you like it or not.
We've got another celebrity news story that's pretty big that shook down this weekend. Joey Jaws Chestnut claimed his 18th mustard belt at the Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest on Saturday.
The prize is called a mustard belt?
Yeah, that's what the championship wins, is the mustard belt.
Wow.
He downed 66 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Second place was at 50. So
Wow.
he beat second place by 16 hot dogs. I feel like I've been eating a lot of hot dogs this year, and I bet I've had 16. And it's July.
That's right.
So I'm having about 4 hot dogs a month. That feels like it's probably too many hot dogs. And this guy won by that many.
I'm going to be eating a lot of dogs this week. Thursday, Elks game, definitely getting a dog in me. Friday, we have a family barbecue.
Hot dogs.
Grilling hot dogs. Saturday, wedding. Obviously, there's a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
How many hot dogs am I going to eat?
4.
It's a good guess.
So this is just mind-blowing to me that he won by 16. Like, what a champ. Is there anybody that is even close at what they do to Joey Chestnut and downing hot dogs?
Do you think that there is a star waiting in the wings, though? You think that there's someone that has been dedicating their life to stepping up on that stage on July 4th?
There's been people that have started to look like they were going to be challengers, and then he just dummies them.
Is this the most iconic athlete as far as like you just know he's going to win? That's crazy.
The most dominant performer at his craft, maybe of all time.
We might have to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Like with Usain Bolt, maybe. I'm trying to think of other people that have just been
Who just always win.
Gretzky was there. Like, that's how dominant he was compared to the next guy for a good stretch there, other than Mario for a bit. Yeah, it's Joey. I think he's number 1.
Well, and like the other guy that was really like in competition with him, I think his name's Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Like his body got like all messed up from eating all these hot dogs. Like, I guess now he's had to like completely change the way that he like eats and everything, just because of like he had so much of this hot dog coming in that it just basically like messed up his brain.
What?
And it was like all of his like receptors and stuff got all messed up from it pretty much. So for Joey Chestnut to do this for years and years and years and have no problem with it, pretty incredible.
Do you remember a couple years ago when there was a protester that came up and Joey, while competing, threw the guy down and continued to eat hot dogs?
Was it someone that like was against eating meat?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or wasting food, maybe.
Yeah, no,
I could see that
I think it was a PETA protester, maybe. I don't know.
So while he's down in dogs, he's got one arm.
He
with the hot
headlocked
dogs.
and threw down the protester
Athlete.
and kept on dogging. It's insane. And you're right. It is such a ridiculous thing that some humans do to
But you
their body.
can't deny that that is impressive. That when we know he's showing up, He's winning.
It's like contortionist, kind of, where you're like, this can't be good for you. You're like, you're swallowing a sword. What you had to learn, what you had to teach your body to accept, a sword down your throat, that is messed up and probably not good in the long run. But hell, it's pretty entertaining. I feel the same about the hot dogs.
Jamie of the night, I ate 7 hot dogs in one sitting, and I felt terrible after. I think Eli, that works with us here, he attempted the 999 challenge at.
Eli finished the 999.
He finished?
But then he barfed.
Yeah, like right after the 999.
Yeah, I enjoy hot dogs so much. The 999 challenge to me, I don't want to do, because then that's probably my limit for hot dogs for a couple months, where I'd rather spread them out. Like beers, I could do 9 at a ball game.
Easily.
Hot dogs, I don't know if I want to.
You got some footage of Joey Chestnut doing his thing, or?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing it right now.
Sick.
There was all-you-can-eat hot dogs at St. Louis Bar and Grill, and I had 5, and I was like, this is too many hot dogs. Too many hot dogs in one sitting. What am I doing? I'm not even enjoying the last one. Why am I'm 43. I don't need to be eating to prove something to anybody. I should be not eating to prove something to myself.
I get really excited to eat hot dogs at like the Elks game, and I hype myself up and I talk a big game, and then I get there, and I remember being at the same game as Rick, who works here at Oilers Nation, and he was expecting me to down like 4 dogs. I ate one, and I was like, man, I'm full.
Yeah.
Does anyone want my other hot dog? And like everyone around me was like, you just talked so highly about how many dogs you're going to eat. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I could never. I remember doing a pizza eating competition here in Edmonton. I think it was at the Italian Festival?
Yeah.
What was that?
I think it was Italian Days or whatever.
Which makes sense considering how it was pizza. And it was me up against a bunch of other media people, and I just took my time because I knew I was able to take that pizza home with me. It was free. I didn't care about winning.
Yeah, it was really boring if you were there to support Lisa, because she just ate pizza slowly while everybody else was scarfing.
And
then
you're
asked
welcome.
for
You got a
to-go
slice.
box.
You got a slice after. Whereas everyone else is just like, all their slobbers all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about winning. I cared about taking home the prize, which was the za itself.
All right, here is Joey Chestnut
This is him taking out the protest.
throwing down a protester while continuing to dog.
Okay. This is going to make me cringe.
This is like beyond aggressive.
Did he just choke that guy out?
Well, yeah, the guy could have easily made him choke, too. Ran into him.
What does this sign say? Expose something.
We'll have to watch that one more time.
Yeah,
and
can
see-
you pause it on the sign? Expose man something.
Death Star, I
Death?
thought I saw.
Oh, he is wearing a Star Wars mask. So it's a stupid. What is even?
It wasn't
what
a
does it even
very
mean?
good protest, to be honest. If you can't even see what he's, we're watching it numerous times.
Death Star. Okay, so
Expose Smithfield Death Star.
is this an inside Star Wars franchise lore? What is happening?
Expose Smithfield's Death Star?
Death Star.
What the hell?
Minsfield.
Expose Smithfield's Death Star
What's
is an
that mean?
animal rights campaign.
Oh, okay.
That targets
There you go.
the largest pig factory in the
Okay.
United States.
Okay, I respect that actually.
Yeah, it would
In
be,
a way.
It would be pretty ridiculous if you were in a financial position where you're just hoping to be able to put food on the table, and you go and watch these people eat what would have been 2 months worth of food.
Well, and it like how are these pigs being treated? Like we gotta actually. I know we try and like out of sight, out of mind it, but
There are some very ethical ranchers and farmers out there, and if you find one, you should support them.
totally. But yeah, he did continue the competition, downing dogs, and most likely won it because
Oh, he did.
he's a legend.
And then he switched from being sponsored by Nathan's to another hot dog brand company last year. And they didn't let him in the competition last year, 2 years ago. And they made a documentary about him and the other guy you were talking about going head to head. Because it was like,
But then they let him back in this year.
well, he's the guy. You have to have him in if he's willing to compete. I wouldn't even watch. I wouldn't even care who won. If Joey Chestnut wasn't allowed in, your competition sucks.
See, I don't watch because I just know he's going to win. So it's a waste of my viewing pleasure.
He is that dominant. It's also not a real pleasant thing to watch.
No.
You know? Like, I constantly worry that somebody's going to choke. Especially hot dogs are one of the most dangerous things for people to choke on.
See, I've never choked on a hot dog, but I've definitely had my fair share of choking on raw carrots.
Okay. Didn't know where you were going with that.
Have you ever choked on anything?
Like
where you're like, oh, I might die.
No. I don't think so. There's been a couple, like, close-ish calls, but I've been able to work through it.
Was it a hot dog?
No. I don't. Probably steak.
Yeah.
I like steak so much that sometimes I forget to chew it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just take a big bite and you're like, oh, get this in me.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, coming up soon, Tyler's Ace Race. If you're not aware of what's happening,
That's
it's
1 week today.
It's 1 week away at Cattail Crossing Golf and Winter Club, which is just a fantastic venue to be hosting this. He's going to be live streaming, trying to get a hole-in-one. Best of luck to our dear friend Tyler. Mm-hmm. Do you think he can get it done?
It's such a random yes if he gets it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. 165 yards away, every shot is like a 1 in 10,000 chance that it goes in. And maybe if he can, like, really dial in his swing and he starts landing it fairly close every time. Like, I tried to do the hole-in-one challenge out at Cattail Crossing.
Right.
And it was like the floating green.
Oh, yeah, and we heard it ding. Like, I swear it went in.
I hit real close about 3 or 4 times, but that's it was 110 yards. That is a completely different game from 165.
Right.
165, you need a solid, 8 iron? Maybe a easy 7 iron?
It's a long distance. Like, being out there last year, I think it's going to all be on the same hole, pretty much everything. And
Yeah.
like, it's a long ways to go, and especially once you start getting up there, like, he'll shoot like 500 shots within the first couple hours. So it's like it's so repetitive, and your body starts to get worn down after a while. So
it's a marathon.
yeah, you think the odds will technically the odds would be going down every time he takes a stroke, but I don't know what it is. I think he's going to get it this year.
You do, hey?
I think he is.
We
If
believe.
there was a line, and I mean, we were talking about this on Oilers Nation Radio the other day. Go check it out every Friday. Saturday morning, actually, sorry. Basically, like, if this betting line wasn't, like, plus 4,000, I wouldn't want to touch it. But I do genuinely think that he's going to get it this year.
Is that right? He does seem like he's locked in. And he has been talking about it since I started working here. He knows that I like golf, so...
Here's my question. Is he enjoyable to be around? Like, if we pop by on Monday, should we keep a safe distance so he can stay? We don't want to distract the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go up to him and be like, Tyler.
Right.
But, I mean, like, he's still...
Well, we will have just been married.
Yeah.
So he should maybe take a minute and say hello.
That's fair.
If
No,
not...
he won't.
if
He'll
not,
move on.
I'm leaving.
Me and him are actually going golfing Saturday morning.
Don't tell Ryder
Amber and
that.
Jess.
Don't tell Ryder that. He's so jealous.
Where are you going?
Cardiff.
Cardiff. That's a long-ass drive in still after.
We're going at like 8:30 in the morning, though.
Okay, good. So then you can go home, get ready, and then
Yeah.
come. Got
Clean
it.
up.
Makes sense.
But yeah, well, I'm going to do a little scouting report there, and then Monday rolls around, Ace Race, and we'll really see what he's got.
Do we know what
Excited.
time the live stream starts on Monday?
I think we're shooting for 6:30 or
AM.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
I think we should go and maybe jump on and host some of the live stream. Hey, in place of the sauce
Yeah, I'll
that
be there.
day, we'll go and grab the mics and do some play-by-play. Maybe we can be there when he hits it. That'd be badass.
That'd
There
be
was
sick.
last year. It was me, Tyler, and Liam out there, and within the first 30 minutes, he almost got it to go, and it was crazy. We thought the whole thing was gonna be done like right away. We spent months planning this thing, and then boom, doesn't get it. Doesn't come anywhere near close the rest of the day.
It lipped out, right?
Yeah, it was so close. And then they started moving the hole and stuff. It's a whole mental game. Like, it is quite the Quite the pickle you get into.
It looks like Monday's weather forecast. Sunny with a few clouds in the afternoon.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We made it. It's finally summer.
Yeah, it does actually feel like it out there too. Look at today. Spectacular. Do you find that there's a pressure, though, that you don't like when it's beautiful out to actually get outside and do stuff?
Not at all. I close the blinds. Look how pale I am.
And you don't care about that?
No.
Because I feel guilty if I don't utilize the nice days here.
No, I don't care.
I need to get out and do something at some point.
Yeah, you're outdoorsy. I'll go out and like play with the dogs. I'll cut the grass. I'll go for a walk, which is always lovely. I do like walking the neighborhood with one of the pups, checking out people's flowers, you know?
And in their back windows.
Yeah. No, that's a winter activity of mine. You can't see into people's houses in the summer. It sucks. But in the winter, it's dark out. Their interior lights are on, and you can kind of be like, whoa, that's cool art.
Okay.
We all do it.
No, I don't. I was trying to set you up there. I knew that you did it.
I don't care.
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be one of those weeks where if you don't get outside and do something, you may have some guilt. Because that's how nice it's going to be.
And you might miss the window. Like, what if it all of a sudden is like rainy again?
Or smoky.
Smoky. Saucy M is asking, what's the sauce schedule for next week? There isn't one.
We're off.
We out of here.
So check the live stream for Tyler's ace race. And I think Lisa and I are ditching town right after it.
Sure are.
See you later.
Where are we going?
I'm not sure yet. I think I have a plan, though.
Can you imagine? Can you believe two type B people are getting hitched? Neither of us know where we're going.
Yeah.
How is this going to work? Isn't it supposed to be a type A marries a type B, and then the one schedules everything and the other is like, I'll be there and I'll bring snacks.
But then the type A personality ends up hating the type B personality, and then the relationship doesn't really work.
Oh, so at least we're on the same page.
Yeah. So it's like, man, this chick pisses me off because she is doing the exact same thing I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? And when it comes to vacations and stuff, I don't mind taking the reins because if you do, it's going to be shitty.
It's in my blood. I can't help it. Remember when my sister booked our
Yes, that's what I mean.
cabins a few summers ago, and it was a one-room cabin, and there were two full families.
It was
horrible.
I slept on the floor, literally with just a small blanket.
There was only one small bathroom. It stunk in there.
It wasn't good.
It was horrible.
Yeah, thanks again for that.
So the Evans girls don't book things.
No, so I'll take care of it.
Okay.
You don't even know what direction we're going to be driving.
I have to use my map to drive around Edmonton. Brett said the fact y'all don't know is lit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Taylor and I were planning our honeymoon this weekend, and they get married in October.
Oh.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't written my vows yet. Does anyone have a suggestion for what to say?
That is not how it should go.
Yeah, and we'll have Zach read over the vows to make sure there's no type of AI, ChatGPT.
Oh my God. That is a brilliant plan, as Zach does that for all of our articles over at OilersNation.com. He makes sure that no one here is slacking. No one's allowed to use ChatGPT.
Uh-huh.
So if he can scan our vows, are you threatened by that?
No. And I have mine written, so don't be coming at me.
Reese, help.
You don't have anything written yet.
I'm going to say same. Ditto. I feel the same way. Next.
No, what's going to happen here is you're going to get stressed out for the next 4 days that you're not done something that you should have been done by now. So maybe you should actually get some shit done.
I'll do it tonight.
Hey, go England. Liam.
Get in here, Liam. Can we chat with you for a minute?
He's busy.
He's like, I have no time for you.
Yeah, he's a busy little boy. That was an extremely awesome soccer game.
I didn't watch it. I was working.
Yeah, so good. And England is on to the final 8, if I'm not mistaken. As things start to heat up with the World Cup. It's amazing how many people who aren't fans historically or traditionally over their lifetime, are really getting into this tournament. Because it's on our turf, you know what I mean?
No, it's been super fun. Like when I see footage of it, I get goosebumps. I'm smiling ear to ear. Even that little clip of Alfonso warming up, even though he didn't play, I had goosebumps. I was like tearing up at the thought of potentially him going out on the pitch. And he didn't, but whatever.
Sucks.
It sucks. But there's just been so many emotional moments attached to the World Cup. And if you're not watching it or paying attention to those moments, I do think you're missing out on greatness. I think it's really cool to watch.
The Norway story has been pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh. Reese, I sent you a clip of...
Holland?
No.
Oh.
It was actually at the top of the sheet there, the Viking row by the Norwegian army. They posted a compilation video of different... people throughout their army on different areas doing the Viking row. One of them, I'm pretty sure they're like in a plane.
Yeah, in a fighter jet. And they're doing the row. It's taken the world by storm. And I
so
even
cool.
liked, we talked a little bit about England singing Wonderwall to their fans and their fans singing back at
That was
them.
really cool.
That's awesome. Like, I love that some of these traditions are really starting to form. We got to figure out what we're going to do, though. Like, our fan base, now that Canada has realized how well supported they are, the team's starting to be in the conversation of, competitive teams in the World Cup.
Yeah, we can't copy England and have a Canadian song we all sing.
And we can't really do the row thing. What would we do? Lumberjack?
Ooh, what's that lumberjack log song that we all knew as kids? The cartoon. Do you remember that?
No.
Someone has to remember.
Like, would that be cool or is that too much copying too?
Yeah, because they got the drum in some. I don't know what to do. Help us out, Canadians.
If we had our own drum with a huge baton that you hit it with, I don't know what those are called, drumsticks, I guess, and it was massive, and you had to swing it like an axe, that still feels like we're stealing. Could we do something with animals? Like, could we pretend
Get some
we're
beavers
moose?
out. Let's get our beavers out.
We could slap tail. Everybody just starts dropping it low.
Thank you, everyone. The lumberjack waltz. The log driver's waltz. Yes. Everyone else remembers it. What's wrong with us? Not very.
Well, I mean, we're a tough country. What if we all just beat the hell out of each other in the stands when we won?
I could see it happening. I've seen it on Yegwave. Embarrassing.
Reese, any suggestions for what Canada could do to celebrate a victory?
Could do something like have a moose.
Yeah?
Moose antlers, something.
Some maple syrup.
I feel like you need sound associated with it. The row, like they go, "Rah," or whatever. Rah.
I love that it's all in unison, though. So that's what we got to, copy them a little
So
bit.
we do this and make moose noises? That just doesn't feel intimidating.
Yeah. Can we do something with like a loon? Like that, the noise they make is
Come on, Ryder.
intimidating.
Show everyone what you got.
If everybody learned how to do that.
I don't know
Or
how
we
to
just
do
have
that.
one person making the noise.
Okay.
And then Lisa, what would the action be?
I don't know.
That was really boring.
Sorry.
Imagine if everybody just did the motion of not knowing what they were going to do with their hands
I was
like you
put on
just
the
did.
spot.
In unison, though.
Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. If you've got the Norwegian army doing the row, if you guys haven't seen this video, full body goosebumps. It's so cool.
Did
And
Lisa just say whip out the beavers?
yes.
I don't think that would be allowed. They definitely wouldn't televise it, And these other ones, they're getting television attention.
I was just so pumped when they showed those hot twins from Canada. Did you see them?
No.
Two hot modeled chicks holding up a Canadian flag. I was like, yes.
Because you were pointing out that some of the Canadian fans weren't as attractive as some of the other countries' fans.
I was a little bit embarrassed at one point. I was
It's
like,
tough when you're going up against like Colombia or Brazil. Croatia, yeah.
Have you seen the women in Croatia?
Just no bras, painted up,
They are stunning.
and stunning.
So I was really pumped when the cameraman figured it out.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you.
There we go. Hot Canadian twins. I thought you had an issue with adult twins.
Well, these were hot middle-aged women twins.
And
so
that's fine with you?
In that moment, I was thrilled.
Were they dressed the same?
Yes.
I thought that was
Well, they were both in red.
You were very hung up on.
Well, maybe it's men.
So
Men are the problem.
Adult male twins is what you have an issue with.
Correct.
For Christ's sake. All right, Reese. Here is the Norwegian military all celebrating the big win.
Fra ett landslag til et annet.
I'm sorry. This is so badass. They even have a sound effect. No.
Sick. Yeah, that's pretty badass. It's pretty badass.
You can't even compare to that.
Wonderwall really, it doesn't compare to that, does it?
Sorry.
And Norway will play England in the next round. That game coming up on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. So Liam's going to be late for the wedding.
You know what?
That's
so am
fine.
I won't even show up.
And then the winner of Argentina-Egypt will take on the winner of Switzerland-Colombia at 7 p.m. That's not a huge draw.
Yeah.
You know, Argentina's pretty fun to watch. But
I guess.
Today for the World Cup, we've got a 1 o'clock matchup between Portugal and Spain. I think it's more intense when they're bordering countries. Like when you're close in proximity, you have years or decades and generations of issues. Like look at the Canada-USA hockey game.
Yeah.
And the intensity that went into the Four Nations because of all of the political bullshit that was shaking down, and the Olympics and how much it felt was on the line. Portugal and Spain, it's that, but it's times thousands of years that these countries have been around hating on each other.
You can join Rabona TV for daily recaps and predictions and live watch-alongs throughout the tournaments. Plus, catch the 90th Minute Show live at noon Eastern every match day as they're breaking down all the biggest stories from around football's biggest event. If you're a soccer fan, that's where you're going to want to be. You can like and follow and subscribe to the 90th Minute and Rabona TV on YouTube and socials. Don't miss a second of the action. I am going to be watching that game on Saturday afternoon while getting ready. Actually, no. Where will I be at that point? Is there a TV in the limo?
Out getting pictures, so we can make sure our pictures are at pubs.
Oh, I actually do have a stop.
There we go.
That's a cocktail bar.
Hopefully they have a TV.
Hopefully.
Today's other game after Portugal and Spain is USA taking on Belgium, and it seems like there's a lot of hostility going on there. But I think that's just the Americans do a very good job of inserting drama into international sport. They have we're better than everybody attitude. And
Who is this?
The States.
Oh, yes.
I just, like, a lot of the loudest personalities on the planet come from the States. A lot of the loudest sports figures come from the States. The way that they, like, walk around like their shit don't stink at the Olympics, things like that, that is leaking into this game. And it's the first time I've felt that with the American soccer team. But them in Belgium, there's some words being had online. It's just feeling hostile, which makes it more intense. So for fans, that's good. Get her going.
Unless they're fighting in the stands. We don't want that.
No, don't fight in the stands.
We've got a pretty good track record so far as FIFA World Cup news with, like, fans. Have there been a couple headlines?
Brett says it's because the one red card was rescinded out of nowhere, and it's because Trump called FIFA. And now he's allowed to play in the game. He was not supposed to play because he got a red in the last match. So government inserting themselves into this is also problematic.
Yes.
And relatively new. It was pretty crazy doing a deep dive over the weekend because there was one point where somebody made a pretty bad screw up and it led to a goal against. And I was like, I think I remember in the 90s there was a Colombian player that was killed. And he was. So I was reading up on it. ironically, last name was Escobar as well, and he was killed by the cartel. But apparently they had so much money riding on the game, and he had a bad own goal, and his team got eliminated, that he disappeared, was murdered when he got back into his country. So some people still taking it a little bit too seriously.
Whoa.
I like it when it's really intense, but that is too intense.
That's too much.
Too far too far.
All right, should we get into 3 stars of anything? Today, it's not as serious as sometimes we make 3 stars. Did you guys see what the topic is?
Yes, I've prepped for it, and we're ready to roll.
All right, let's do 3 stars of anything. Reese?
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
3 stars of anything is a presentation of Greta Bar. A great place to go, especially with this gorgeous weather this week. Take advantage of their patio, their drink specials, their food, their arcade games, their big TVs. Taking all the action. Greta Bar downtown. All right, 3 stars of anything today, and we'd love to hear from you. Some honorable mentions. Things that some people would do if it was their last week of being single.
Your last week before being a joint unit and going from me to us.
Things some people would do the final week of being technically single.
Their final week of freedom.
Ryder, you get first overall pick today.
Do I?
You do.
All right, strippers. I'm just going to say that it's not as popular of an option as it once was, but the food's great.
They got really good chicken fingers.
Exactly. And like maybe it's just a place to go to learn, okay, this isn't for me anymore. I'm ready.
I've grown up.
Yeah.
Strippers, hey? First overall pick?
That's the first overall pick for the last thing to do, one of the final things to do before you were forever taken.
What's your favorite strip club?
Burnt down. It burnt down, my favorite.
Gentlemen's Club is pretty popular in Red Deer.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd go in college quite a bit. I don't know how we afforded it, but we did.
I think they have specials if you sit on Perv Row. That's probably how you afforded it.
No, you pay more
Oh.
if you're sitting there.
Reese, you been to the strip club recently?
Yes, actually. Before, it was a while ago. But me and my buddy went. It was the first time. And one of the guys had asked us, like, hey, do you guys want to play a game? And we were kind of like, what the? Yeah, sure, I guess.
A game?
Yeah, so then we get brought up on stage. We had no idea, like, what was actually going to happen.
And then they stripped.
And
The game was, hey, do you work here now?
No. As much we tried, but it ended up just being a game called Freaky Feud.
Ooh,
so we
yeah.
had to come up with what the alternative names for boobs, which we ended up knocking out of the park.
And you won?
Pun unintended.
We got out of the strip club up money.
No.
Didn't even have to take off our clothes.
Only person to ever do that that's not a
Literally.
stripper. Well done.
Not a big deal.
It was you and your buddy against another pair of people, or what?
I think it was another solo guy and
Okay.
another lady that was working there.
Okay. And you guys just dummied them.
Yeah, everything was firing on all cylinders. Oilers won. Everything was just rocking.
I like that. You're better at filthy feud if you're coming off an Oilers win.
I
That
mean,
doesn't
I don't
make
doubt
a whole
that.
bunch of sense,
I
but
don't doubt that.
we'll take it.
Have you heard of this game before?
Freaky Feud, I got asked if I wanted to host it back in the day. And I decided that that's probably not the best place for me to be on a regular basis.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like,
Listen,
some people can detach work from having fun, but
you would be having to take an Uber home every time.
no, it wasn't for me. If I was going to go work at the strip club, it would be introducing the ladies. That would be a fun
Let's
gig.
hear it.
Now, welcome to the stage. She's hotter than the weather today. It is Inferno Terrytown.
Not
That's a
bad.
shitty stripper name.
Justin said, that was my favorite strip club too, Ryder. Funny how it burnt down the night Cinnamon wouldn't give me her number. Also, Liz is saying, why can't you go to the strippers when you're coupled up? You can.
You can.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I know a lot of girls that go out that really like going to the strip club.
Yeah. To each their own.
To each their own.
They got good chicken strips. Also, pun unintended. Okay, my first overall pick. For things some people would do the last week of being technically single, text your ex. Just see what their vibe is.
What vibe?
This is not a personal story.
Okay.
By the way, these are things some people would do the last week. You had an ex reach out to you just the other day on Facebook DM. Why don't you tell everyone about it?
That's pretty loose, I would say, to say she was my ex.
I'm
but
just kidding.
We did date for 2 years, grade 4, 5, and half of grade 6.
Pretty serious.
And she said that she thinks that we were really meant to be and has thought that for a long time and wishes us all the best.
Do you think she was kind of shooting her last shot with you, though?
No, she just got married like in the last couple months.
Reese, what are your thoughts on that? An ex from elementary reaching out the week before Ryder's wedding. Thoughts?
It's pretty funny. I don't think it's that.
No, it was completely respectful.
No, I'm totally kidding. But like Charlie and I, when he was telling us, I was like, oh, really? And then Charlie's like...
I would make a big deal out of it.
Charlie's like, I can't see myself in 20 years when I'm about to get married reaching out to my ex. She has one. Anyway, I'm totally kidding. But that's my first overall pick because it inspired me. I was like, heck yeah.
Text your ex.
Text your ex. It's your last week to get her done.
Reese, your first overall pick for things you should do the week leading up to your wedding.
Just go on a nice little solo trip. Like, go up to Jasper. You can go out, do a hike, do something fun. Like, just do
Find
something-
yourself.
Yeah. Like, just on that,
Wow.
you only have so much time to do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're down to a week now if you haven't figured out who you are.
That's right.
Better get on top of it. But
The tricky part with that, though, is like there's planning and stuff. And if you just go on a solo journey, your bride-to-be will probably be like, no, actually, I need you here to pick up this and take this here.
There's a lot to do this week.
Yeah.
that's fair.
So I don't mind the
You got
pick.
time for the strippers, but not Jasper.
Well, the strippers, you could do in an hour.
Well,
Jasper, you're not...
I know you.
Yeah, Ryder does. Those seats get warm.
Okay. Next pick.
Okay, Reese, what's your first overall pick? Things some people would do the last week of being single. Oh, wait, did you just go?
He just
Oh my
went.
God, I screwed up. It's my turn.
No, it isn't. It's my second pick, and I'm going to go with write some poetry. That is, it's a good week to get into it. And if it ends up sounding like a Creed song, My Own Prison, then so be
I
it.
lay my head down. How's it go?
I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a good week to write some poetry. You're up. Second pick.
Oh my God, there's a really good honorable mention in the chat. Things some people would do the last week of being quote unquote single. Panic and cancel the wedding. I know people that have done it. And you know what? Great.
They canceled the week before?
If that's what you need to do.
That soon, though?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sometimes that's how long it takes for you to realize this isn't for me. I've been living a lie. This is a fantasy that I thought I wanted. This ain't it.
Really?
I think it's a thing.
Interesting. All right. So just Lisa's suggestion for things to do the
No.
week before you get married is panic and cancel the wedding.
I never said it was a suggestion. I said the topic is things some people would do.
Okay. Reese, your second pick.
My second overall pick, if there's something that you guys watch that maybe one person doesn't like as much as the other, cram in that show. If you love watching The Office,
Yeah.
get it all out this week so that
Yeah.
you don't have to like take on the pain of dealing with that as you're
That's
married.
fair. Because, yeah, next week it'll be like, I don't want to watch this, and you have to listen.
As of next week, Ryder and Lisa's one word.
All right, third pick.
Okay.
I'm going to say pay an Etsy witch for nice weather.
Someone did.
I did.
Did you?
I paid an Etsy witch, and I said, we need nice weather for this whole week leading up to the wedding.
How much was it?
$42.
Say I promise.
I didn't, but
Someone did.
Someone did?
Someone else that's getting married that's type A
Yeah.
did it for us. We're kind of just like riding their coattails here.
Somebody that planned it, exactly.
Okay, my third overall pick is get a hernia from the stress. Do you get hernias from stress? Is that the right ailment?
You can get ulcers.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get a stress ulcer, okay?
An ulcer is what I meant to say.
Reese, your third pick.
My third and final selection is going to be just some self-care. If you can go and get a massage, you can go and do whatever you got to do to get it out of the way, haircut, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just go and take care of yourself, and then when your actual wedding day comes, it's so easy. You're just flying right through everything because you're already prepared.
Yeah, you want to bring your best foot forward.
It's true. Maybe some lymphatic drainage. Maybe a spray tan.
Get it all out of the way.
Because it's only downhill after you say I do.
Yeah, God knows.
Yep.
All right, there it is. Let's recap our three and then get the vote up. Shout out to everybody who is watching the show live right now on YouTube. Make sure you're hammering that like button.
Yes,
and if
please.
you have not subscribed yet to The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa, we would greatly appreciate it if you took a minute and did that.
Yeah, means the world to us.
Our bosses pay attention to that.
They look at it and they go, are these people worth our time?
So if you think so.
Do it for Reese.
Ooh, $10 donation from Saucer Lindsay. Here's to nice weather for Ryder and Lisa.
An Etsy witch. Our
And
own.
As you probably know, all of the money that comes in on the Super Chat on our live YouTube, it goes to the Ben Stelter Foundation. So we donate all of that money. Thank you very much for supporting a great cause and for the best wishes for nice weather for us.
All right, Ryder, what are your top 3 picks for things some people would do if it was their last week of being technically single?
Strippers, write poetry, and pay an Etsy witch for nice weather.
Nice. My top 3, text your ex, panic and cancel the wedding, and get an ulcer from the stress. Reese?
My top 3 were solo trip to Jasper, cram in the show that you know they won't like, and self-care.
Some of the honorable mentions in the chat are so good. Justin saying, delete your browser history.
Good one.
Lindsay, post a thirst trap.
All right. Just to get a little confidence going. People being like, damn, when are you getting married?
Yeah, I missed out.
Yeah.
What are some other honorable mentions? Things you should do the last week of officially being single.
Enjoy the silence. Another one that came in here. Diamonds, the name of the strip club that burnt down. Just a heads up.
Shout out. I got kicked out of there once. I fell asleep on Perv Row. I had too many beers. Like, I was tired. I was like, why are we here? It wasn't because I was like a menace of any sort, but that is shameful. Imagine being like kicked out of a strip club. Grim. It was a grim moment. Probably shouldn't have shared that. All right.
The votes are up. And currently leading, Lisa and Reese tied at first. I'm in third place. This sucks.
Did you see Leonardo DiCaprio was in the crowd at, was it the Mexico game over the weekend or the Canada game? Leo was there. So was Tobey Maguire. They love soccer.
Leo is going to be a part of a pretty big movie that's happening. Should we get into Watch This?
Let's get into Watch This. I love that. This is a presentation of YEG Property Pros, selling over 1 Property Pros per day on average the last 2 years. YEG Property Pros, home to more than 30 team members for one of the largest and highest producing teams in the region. You can contact them for a free home evaluation, no obligation. And if you're looking to buy, sit down for a free consultation, no obligation. Residential, commercial services, YEG Property Pros. They have a combined 28 years of experience and top 5% on Sales Edmonton Real Estate Board. For more info, check out yegpropertypros.com. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros. World news, Ryder. What's happening out there with Leo?
Not world news.
Oh, sorry.
Watch This.
Watch This.
Do you remember the movie Heat?
No.
Tremendous movie from back in the day. Al Pacino. We had Robert De Niro. Val Kilmer was in it. It was 10 out of 10.
Okay.
So it's based on a book. That book is being made into an updated version of this movie. So I think it's going to have a lot of similar storylines, obviously, but will just be the 2026 version. Heat 2 is moving forward. Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale have already signed up. And it sounds like, who is the guy Adam Driver expected to be the other name. He isn't locked in yet.
We love Adam Driver. It seems like a lot of people are rewatching Girls or watching it for the first time. Gen Z is discovering the show Girls, and Adam Driver got his start in that show.
So Heat 2 is going to be shaken down. This has been talked about for a long time. Will be a huge, huge movie. Next up, on the 1-year anniversary of their first reunion show, Oasis has dropped a 45-second teaser of their upcoming documentary called Don't Look Back in Anger.
Hey, that's a great name, especially because they kind of hate each other.
Yeah. It's going to feature footage of the crowds, rehearsal scenes, both of the brothers reflecting on their unlikely comeback.
Wow, and perfect timing after the crowd was singing Oasis at the game over the weekend.
Little hype there for sure. And the indie horror film obsession has now surpassed $400 million in worldwide ticket sales. The movie only cost $750,000 to make.
It's funny that you say it's an indie horror film because the lead actress, her name is Indy in real life. And she is fantastic.
Great name.
So we watched it for the first time this weekend. We rented it. It was like $14.99 on Apple. It was so good.
It's insane. It is. I can see why there is a cult following immediately to it.
Well, it's such a unique horror film.
And it's nice that it's kind of short. Like, I paused it to go pee at one point. I was like, oh, there's only 28 minutes left, which you'd think, like, I'm not getting my money's worth. But it just has you hooked the entire time.
The facial expressions that lead actress can make when she was stuck smiling.
Yeah.
That one scene. How did she even... Was that AI generated how they made her smile look like that? Or is that actually what she can do with her face?
I don't know. She was incredible.
Whoa.
It is very uncommon for horror movie actors and actresses to be recognized at the big award shows, but I have a feeling she's going to get nominated for
I even think
Best
the lead
Actress.
guy was amazing in it too.
Yeah, he was pretty solid as well.
The way he could act as a petrified boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I've been there.
It was so good.
Trust me. Anyway, congratulations to Obsession, now over $400 million in worldwide ticket sales, and I can't imagine how many people are going to be renting it and buying it now that it's available online.
I think I'm
as
going to
well.
rent it tonight.
Oh, you'll
and
love
watch
it.
Do it.
I don't think Jess is going to sit there and watch it with me. She's not like a big horror girl.
I think she could get through it because it's not like, how do I describe this?
It's not like stab 'em up horror movie.
Yeah, and it's not like jump scary. It's more just
Unsettling.
like a psychological thriller.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, there are some gory scenes though.
Uh-huh.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
But if you mentally prepare for it with a blanket to cover your eyes, you're good.
The wine bottle.
You gotta watch it.
The wine bottle. That one. It's just what is happening right now. Anyway, that is today's episode of Watch This.
Oh, and the girl that sold him the one wish thing, I was like, how do I know this girl? She is so funny on TikTok. And I think she was discovered on TikTok for this movie, which is also so exciting to see more and more of that happening. These people that organically grew a following, people obviously are drawn to them.
Yeah.
And their sense of humor and the way they can move their face and be expressive. And then they're getting these lead roles in films and TV shows like what we were talking about earlier in Mindy Kaling's new show.
Yeah.
Not Suitable for Work on Disney. I love to see it.
Jess says, I like thrillers. I don't like jump scare ghosts.
Oh, yeah, you're good then.
There's a few jump scares in it. But not like your average horror movie jump scare.
Okay, so Brett said, Curry Barker said he hates how cheap jump scares have become. So he created his own build-up scare instead in the film.
So good. I will watch it again too.
Yeah, me
like
too.
it's one of those ones that you're like, holy shit, want to take another run at this? Anyway, there you go. It's crushing and for good reason.
Any new developments with the Oilers over the weekend or over the past few days here that you guys want to discuss or talk about?
Yeah, 2 big signings. I mean, big is, I guess, too big of a word. Signings that we expected from guys that are going to be good quality role players, I think. Pretty excited that they managed to get Spencer Stasny for 1 year, because we'll see what ends up happening with him, like where he fits with this group. And then Muka Badula was a 2-year contract extension. So we're pretty locked up on D. We kind of know what's going on with the defense going into next season.
And sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. The thing is, they have 8 defensemen on one-way contracts right now. So it is going to kind of like, there's going to be a battle for that 7th spot for sure, or they're going to end up moving somebody, which the only likely one I feel like would be Emerson. That doesn't make, I don't think they should do that. Liam's not.
Liam gave you a nod of disapproval, and he's coming over to take your mic.
They won't move Ty Emerson because he's their cheapest contract and he's a right shot.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry.
Who do you think they will move?
That's also what I was thinking.
I think they'll move Stasny.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Even though they just signed him?
Well, they had to sign him because they qualified him. Otherwise, he would have gone to arbitration. It could have been more or less. So it's just easier to get it done. Now you can move him.
I'm picking up what he's putting down.
We got
All
it.
right.
Got
so Reese's vote is Emberson. Liam's vote is Stasny. What are you guys betting on this?
Well, now I don't think it's going to be Emerson. And I didn't want it to be Emerson in the first place. I was just like, wow, they have 8 defensemen now.
Yeah, he does have a potential upside that we don't necessarily know about yet. Whereas I feel like it's pretty easy to tell you what we got with Stasny. And can he find his way into an NHL lineup on a regular basis? Sure. But Emerson could genuinely be a 3 or 4.
Emerson's always been my pick for who takes the biggest jump this year. On the
Okay.
Oilers.
All right. Well, at some point this week, we're hoping to get Josh Getzoff on, who is the lead play-by-play announcer for Pittsburgh on Sportsnet, and just kind of pick his brain about Ryan Shea, what we can expect to see with that. So we're really excited to speak with him again on the Sauce.
Yeah, that's a defenseman I don't know too much about. And it's interesting because he's a 28, 29-year-old defenseman. Usually, you know a lot about those guys by that age, but because he kind of came out of nowhere last season, it's he's new. So why don't we get our first guest of the day on with 9 minutes to go in showtime?
Heck yeah.
We got our first guest. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we got Zach here in the house, who is a presentation of Olive Garden, who we're so excited. They have jumped on board with us here on the Sauce, and it's just great. These are not real. The amount of times we're asked in the YouTube chat, like, are you guys just like flopping around real breadsticks? No, these.
We ordered them from Amazon.
As soon as Olive Garden was like, we're in. Ryder's like, let's get some breadsticks for some breadstick taps.
Olive Garden's iconic, never-ending first course includes unlimited breadsticks, plus your choice of super salad. Give them a go. Olive Garden. Discover why. olivegarden.ca. When you're here, you're family.
All right, Zach, how's it going? How was your weekend?
It was good, bud. Sorry for running a little late today.
No, it's all good.
that's all good.
My cat decided to get sick all over my house this morning when I woke up, so that was fun.
What's your cat's name?
Her name's Rosa.
Front or back?
Front.
Okay.
Yeah. 2
Front.
days in a row, which is not great. But
What would you rather clean up? Front or back?
Front.
million times over.
Yeah, to me, I would rather for dogs. Dog poop, just you can pick it up, no problem.
You don't like their puke is just their food, but heated up.
Yeah, it's super gross. And like you're scrubbing it out of the carpet. Poop, it's just like, well, that's done. You can even throw it in the toilet, which is kind of funny.
What if it's
That is
runny?
true. Thankfully, I got like hardwood or like lino all
good.
across Chateau Lang, so don't have to worry about scrubbing any rugs.
I suppose if they dump inside too, it's usually not like a hard one. They're not feeling well.
An indoor dump is probably not a good dump.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
All right, let's move on.
Good call. I like that.
So the Oilers get 2 signings done over the weekend. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like the deals. Both of them raises for both guys. I'm really intrigued by Mukhamadullin. I've been following this guy a little bit over the last couple of years in San Jose, and it's kind of interesting because it's another Sharks defenseman coming to the Oilers, right? When you consider Jake Wallman a couple of years ago as well, right? So I like the deals. Maybe would have liked a little bit less on Mukhamadullin, but I mean, the Oilers got all this cap space. Like, what the hell else are they going to do with it?
Because what are they
right?
paying him again?
1.75. And then 1.5 for Stastny. Both of them are a little bit more than I was kind of expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was expecting them each to get a bit of a bump from last year's contract. Not quite that much, but again, I don't hate it. But I kind of heard you guys talking about the 8th defenseman thing when I came in here. That's going to be really interesting to see what happens because you don't typically carry 8 defensemen on your roster, right? And that would mean they'd be having to run a forward short because they're going to be carrying 3 goaltenders
3 goalies,
next season,
yeah.
right? So there's a really interesting dynamic at play here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they flipped Stastny I know there was some talk last week that Josh Brown could be like a 7th defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers, which is kind of crazy to think about, but also makes sense because it's a Babcock kind of player, right? So, yeah, I'll be curious to see what happens with this blue line.
Do you see potentially like a package on the way out, or like
it could be
one of them grouped with some picks to maybe pull in a top 6?
Could be. I know Elliot Friedman is mentioning Vladimir Tarasenko as a potential option. He's a free agent still. He said on 32 Thoughts this morning that the Oilers are likely out on Claude Giroux, and that means they might circle back there. The top 6 thing is interesting because I see a pathway for them to acquire one, but it feels more like an in-season move than like a right-now move per se. We're kind of hitting the slow point of the offseason, which is, July 6th and onwards. So I don't know what's going to end up happening here, but it's going to be I'm curious to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept their powder dry and waited until in-season to make that kind of deal.
Giroux locked in with Philly, didn't he?
Reportedly.
That was just reported.
It's not been confirmed.
Oh. Shit, I thought everybody online was thinking it was a done deal on Friday.
What was your source?
I just put the Giroux thing to bed at that point.
So David Pagnotta reported it.
Okay.
Like at the same time that the Leo Carlsson offer sheet came down, but nobody's seemingly really been able to nail it down, like officially yet. And it's been a couple of days now.
Interesting. But the Oilers have said that they're out on him?
Friedman reported on the 32 Thoughts pod the Oilers are out on Giroux.
Let's talk about the crazy news involving Philadelphia and Anaheim and that offer sheet. That is
unreal.
Insane.
What's happening?
So Leo Carlsson is eligible or was vulnerable to an offer sheet. So the same way that we lost Broberg and Holloway a few years ago. So that means another team can make them an offer or make him an offer. And if he signs it, his team then can match the offer and keep him, or he goes to the other team and they get a bunch of draft picks back in return. And the more that they pay, the more draft picks are included.
That's correct.
So Philly went after Leo Carlsson, who is probably at this point in the league a top 25 player in the league. I wouldn't say a top 10.
Maybe top 25.
So he's not a star yet.
Okay.
He has the potential to be. He's big, he's fast, he's very, very good.
He's a first-line center, a legitimate first-line center, for sure.
And Philly offered him $18 million per year, which will make him by far the highest paid player in the league. Whether Anaheim decides to match, he's the highest player of the league for Anaheim. If they don't, he goes to Philly, and he's the highest player in the league.
What's going on?
Poison pill. That's what it's all about. So the Anaheim Ducks are really interesting. Their general manager, Pat Verbeek, former player, for years has been notorious for grinding his RFAs to a bone. He will grind them for every single penny that he can. And this offseason, it kind of came back and bit him in the ass a little bit because he went out and he made some questionable acquisitions, grabbing like AJ Greer for $4.5 million. There was another one or two that was mentioned as well. And they had a lot of cap space, $33 million. And they played hardball with Leo Carlsson here and opened themselves up to this offer sheet. As somebody who covers the Edmonton Oilers, I'm sure the Edmonton Oilers are elated by this, as are every other team in the Pacific Division, because it's an absolute poison pill for the Ducks. And it's going to be really fascinating to see what they decide to do here, because there's an argument to match it, right? He's your number one center. You don't have another Leo Carlsson on your roster. In the same breath, 4 first-round picks, you could make some moves with that and be aggressive very quickly.
And 4 first-round picks from a Philly team that we still don't know what they are necessarily. So they could be middle
of the pack,
or even leaning a little early. If they got Leo Carlsson, they get their number one center. There's a very good chance that this is a playoff team for the foreseeable future when these first-round picks are available. But there is a chance that they aren't. Like, they could be top 10 picks a couple of those years.
Yeah, they definitely could. I like where Philly's at right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of really like this for them. You know, they don't have any major contracts on the horizon. You know, they got to figure out what to do with Matvei Michkov. He's probably getting traded at some point. That could be an interesting guy for the Oilers. But they need a Leo Carlsson. You know, they've got good center depth. Christian Dvorak, Trevor Zegras. Noah Cage, Sean Couturier, like 4 good centers, right? None of them are first-line centers right now, though. And that's kind of the issue that they've had is, and you saw it in the playoffs this year, they kind of missed that top-line pivot. So, yeah, it's a lot of money, but, you know, the way these offer sheets work is if you want a guy, you have to be ultra aggressive, right? Because 11.5 something million is when it becomes 4 first-round picks. So anything above that, it's the same compensation, right? They had to send a poison pill, and they absolutely did.
Dang. Sarah in the chat said Philly pulled this shit with Shea Weber years ago too.
Yeah, that's true. And what's interesting about that one, when they offer sheeted Shea Weber with the Nashville Predators at the time, they had real cash issues in the Predators organization. Like they didn't have a lot of like liquidity.
Expendable income, yeah,
exactly. And so that contract was super signing bonus heavy early on in the contract to really make them pause and think about it. Now the Anaheim Ducks their owner is like worth billions of dollars, so I'm sure he's got $20 million lying around for the signing bonuses, you know, that Leo Carlsson has. But yeah, fascinating stuff, and it really does kind of change the game in the NHL.
It's just crazy to me that the highest paid player in the league is not in that top tier. Again, he very likely will be, but it is mind-blowing that he'll be making $5.5 million more than McDavid.
Yep.
Like, that is asinine.
It's insane.
Exciting, though. And like you said, for the Pacific Division, which is already considered the pillow fight division, to either have them handcuffed because they got this massive contract for the next bunch of years. Like, if he doesn't work, I don't think he's a guarantee superstar.
No.
At this point, it looks like he's on the trajectory to be one.
Yeah.
So there is a very good chance that this contract in 3 years doesn't look that bad with what guys are making out there right now. But there is also a chance that he isn't.
That seems like a lot of pressure.
That stud. I mean, I think he will be, but yeah, if Anaheim has that on the books, it will definitely handcuff them from making a lot of other moves.
Oh, 100%.
They've got a bunch of guys coming up that they got to pay, right?
Well, Cutter Gauthier is an RFA right now. He's not salary. He's not offer sheet eligible. Cutter Gauthier,
right?
Something within his contract doesn't allow for that. But he's a guy who's probably looking at this now and being like, "Well, if Leo's worth 18, I'm worth 12."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking 9. And he would have taken 9 probably
totally
2 weeks ago.
Because the word was that the Ducks were in that 10 to 12 million range for Carlsson. That's kind of where they were floating around, right? So now this bumps up what Cutter Gauthier is owed. The Ducks only have $9.9 million in cap space if they match the offer sheet.
Oh, boy.
Beckett Seneke, 2 years away from his ELC. You got to imagine after his rookie season, what he showed this year, he'll be due for a pretty substantial bump as well.
Wow.
Like, this is a really bad spot that the Ducks put themselves in.
Well, that Philly put them in.
Well, yeah.
But it kind of did.
But
yeah,
I mean,
they
at the
made
end
their
of the
bed
day,
a little
look
bit.
at what happened with the Edmonton Oilers and Broberg and Holloway. The Oilers waited, and they waited, and they waited, and they tried to play hardball with Holloway and Broberg, and it bit them in the ass. Right? This is the thing with RFAs. You get your deals done with your guys. This is a guy you like, a guy you want to keep in your organization. You get this done.
Does this make Connor Bedard a vulnerable option? Like,
well, I mean, it depends on what's up with his shoulder.
True.
Oh yeah,
right? Did you
he
see
injured
the fall
himself.
in practice, right?
So you might be paying $20 million for a guy that can't lace him up until March.
I mean, big picture, like,
right?
You know, but like, yeah, Carolina. I think they've got a ton of cap space. Why not?
Right.
Why not? What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna say no and match. Well, can't say we didn't try.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
The fans want their GMs to be aggressive like this,
Uh-huh.
right? Fans want their teams to be like this. And Eric Tulsky's a guy who's never shied away from being very aggressive in the trading market at times.
Do you think that there's a chance with the amount of noise this is making and how vulnerable teams are to having these happen now, and it looks like it could be used more and more, that they tweak the rules a little bit here?
No.
They like it.
I like it. I think
it gets
everybody
people
likes
talking.
It gets people talking. I don't think there's anything wrong with the offer sheets. Now, what's interesting is maybe we see the offer sheet compensation chart change a little bit.
Right.
And start to be, okay, you know, now four first round picks is for, you know, $14 million and up, or I don't know, something like that, maybe, just with the salary cap rising the way that it is. But I love it. More teams need to utilize this because at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of NHL players that are in the world, right? There's only a certain number of guys that can even play in the NHL, let alone play really, really, really good in the NHL. Elite talent is hard to come by.
A total of 44 offer sheets have been presented in NHL history. Definitely not that many that have gone through. I remember Carolina and Montreal having a big one back in the day.
Sebastian Aho.
Yeah.
And then the Jesperi Kotkaniemi.
Exactly,
Which
yeah.
the Hurricanes probably regret a little bit because Kotkaniemi has kind of been a big bust. But
So I guess we'll see. They've got... Anaheim had a week to match as of the time that the offer was made, which was Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I believe so.
So we got a few days to figure out, or they've got a few days to figure out what they're going to do. What a wild ride. Thank you for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
We should get our bets in and get up on out of here.
Yep, appreciate it. Zach, he's going to be ready to party with us this weekend, which we're pretty pumped about. Zach was saying that he bought a suit, but then he realized when he tried it on after he bought it, that it was wool.
And he's allergic to the material,
and he's like, might still wear it. I'm like, you're going to be the sweatiest person in that venue.
Yeah, you don't need to pre-tan
so
if your skin color's changing when you put on your clothes.
Anyway, this segment is brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction from puck drop to overtime. Bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Lots of baseball games today.
You're going baseball. Sticking with the Jays, even though they've looked like absolute shit in Seattle.
Okay, so I went with, this could be risky, but I'm having fun with it. I'm going to have an Alejandro Kirk with a hit, a Varsho hit, and my boy Ernie to have at least one run. Moneyline, Blue Jays, $5 bet could win me $30, so we'll see what happens. It's a later game tonight. I don't think it starts till about 7:45.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco, and they've struggled big time this year. They are 37-52, tied for last place in the NL.
So maybe I should have just gone money line.
Well, no,
we'll see.
But the Jays need to win. They need to start winning. I'm gonna go with the soccer game gets rolling at 1:00 today. Spain versus Portugal. This has, in my opinion, tie written all over it, which just means it goes to extra time.
Yep.
I think Spain should win this game, but there's just so much on the line. I think these teams are going to be careful not to make a mistake. I'm going with a tie, so that will get you 3.5 times what you bet on it.
All right, every game is your game, and you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with parlay boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. Bet now at sportsinteraction.com/OilersNation 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Smash that like button. We appreciate you being here with us, and we'll be back tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Stay saucy, friends.
Shout out to Olive Garden.
And the sunshine.
I'm going there right now. So, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel.
Freaking nailed it.